Renovation shows are back in vogue and they're driving renewed interest in DIY home projects. And it's not just making hardware stores busy. As Linda Kincaid reports, hospital emergency departments report an alarming number of injuries as home renovators find reality is nothing like TV.
Well, any do-it-yourself has got to be pretty careful that they understand what they're getting themselves into.
We have instances where verandas and decks collapse because there's been no structural design.
Power tools with electricity and sharp blades can be quite catastrophic.
Tempted by the hammer. Not to buy, rather to renovate. As real estate sales have slumped, do-it-yourself home renovation shows have spiked.
People are getting more comfortable with where they are, and so they're now looking at renovating or knock down and rebuilding rather than buying new.
Each week we're bombarded with shows like Top Design, The Renovators, Better Homes and Gardens and The Block.
2 wet areas, a bathroom and a laundry in just 7 days is outstanding.
There's a feeling in the licensed building sector that the reality TV programs create an expectation on the consumer that is not really deliverable out on a building site.
According to the Master Builders Association, Australian homeowners are expected to spend in excess of $30 billion on home renovations this year. It's estimated that doing the majority of work yourself can potentially save you 40% of the cost. Brian Seidler, New South Wales Executive Director of the Master Builders Association, says there are traps.
We're seeing a lot of problems come into owner-built jobs where electrical, plumbing, air conditioning and particularly structural issues are not being considered by the so-called weekend warrior.
We're finding instances of illegal building work in about a third of the homes we inspect.
David Hallett from Archie Centre warns that cutting corners can cost you.
Cutting corners might save you money now, but any failure to follow the rules, any failure to get a building permit will catch up with you on sale and could actually devalue the property.
In the short term, rushing a job, not reading the proper instructions, getting out of your depth and not getting enough sleep can put you in danger and lead to accidents.
6:25 in the morning.
We haven't been to bed yet, so we're just going to try and finish the ceiling, and I literally can't keep my eyes open.
On The Block, fatigue has left some contestants in tears.
I think we sort of wanted to go home yesterday. We were just like, just don't want to do it.
To be awake all night and then up driving a vehicle is dangerous. Using power tools is certainly dangerous. I would recommend that people make sure that whenever they're undertaking these tasks, be well rested so that you are able to concentrate fully on the task you're doing.
And as I looked down the ground, I saw blood stains, blood dripping, and I saw...
While renovating, 54-year-old George Kalukas failed to establish proper footing for a ladder and came crashing down.
I think it was a sharp piece of metal. He could have left me without an arm if he would strike me further down a little bit.
Falls from a ladder or roof are the most common do-it-yourself injury. Other typical injuries include accidents with lawnmowers, powered saws and other equipment. Men account for the majority of hospital visits after a home reno job goes wrong.
Some of the worst cases I've seen involve loss of life and loss of limb or vision.
Paramedic Matthew Colker is from Ambulance Victoria.
Quite a few people have lost fingers and had quite some damage to hands and legs.
If you plan on renovating, experts have this advice. Avoid a cost blowout by having the plans drawn up early before deciding on the final design. Make an early assessment of the costs, check for council restrictions, apply for a building permit if it's a large job, assess the site safety, and seek professional help to check for asbestos or lead. If you are planning on buying a renovated place, make sure you pay for a building inspection.
It's a buyer beware market and people have to make sure that they're making their own inquiries, getting whatever advice they can.